Good evening, Miss Smith, and today I'll be talking about was America ever great? I know the screen is small because it's on my computer and not like the Promethean board you have in class, but I'll try my best to present. And the answer to was America ever great? No, it is not. Alright, so this was the Gilded Age, starting from the 1870s to the 1900s. And there were these people called monopolists that caused political corruption across America. And John D. Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie are examples. John D. Rockefeller took advantage of oil companies that made them go bankrupt, and Andrew Carnegie had led America through the steel industry. And both of these monopolists have paid people low wages and high rent that made them want to go out of business. All right, racial discrimination. The Dawes Act, we all know the Dawes Act. The Native Americans were being racially profiled against by the Americans. The Americans took their main resource, which was buffalo, and the Native Americans had lost their culture slash religion, and this was known as the Dawes Act. And the Jim Crow laws were also part of racial discrimination, and it was during the 1890s where black people didn't have the rights as white people did through education, voting rights, and segregation. All right, the Great Depression. The Great Depression took a fatal part in America. It caused a loss in economy to America. Many people lost their jobs and they became unemployed during the Great Depression. Some of the crises involved in the Great Depression were the Dust Bowl, stock market crash, and bank foreclosures that made people just become unemployed, simply unemployed. Education quality. The education in America was never great for colored people, especially blacks. Um, they did not have the ability to learn or write, and as I said before, they are racially profiled against by the Americans. As an example, Brown versus Board of Education was created in 1954, and the Supreme Court ruled that the segregation against black and white children was unconstitutional. So it was required for black and whites to get an education and work in school. And finally, we have the 9/11 attack. It took a big part of America's history. On September 11th, 2001, four planes were hijacked by terrorists. Two of them crashed into famous Twin Towers, as we all know, and two of them were aimed at Washington, D.C., but one of them crashed into the Pentagon and the other crashed into rural Pennsylvania. As a result, 2,977 people had died and thousands were injured, and this caused the United States to uh, include in a war in Afghanistan. Well, and now, was America ever great? No, and will possibly be never great in today's society. There are some reasons to why America was never great. Some of those reasons were terrorist attacks, protests that caused citizens to get killed through gunfire, and colored people still experiencing racism today. It is important for us citizens to make a change in America's history due to the many events that will cause America to slowly fall into population. Here are my questions. Did I learn in this class? Yes, I learned a lot of history in this class. I did not have any knowledge about history, and taking your class, Miss Smith, was a privilege. It helped me learn a lot of history. What is one thing I would have done differently in class? One thing I would have done differently in class is to participate in class a lot, and I just needed to come to tutoring early in the semester. So yeah. What is one thing I would tell the upcoming junior is just study everything that you have learned that Miss Smith tells you, and just do complete the homework that Miss Smith gives you. Like, just complete it. Like, it's all you gotta do. Complete it, she'll give you a grade. What is one thing I would bring in life with me from this class? I just say just always study, and yeah, that's always study. So yeah, these are cool questions from my friends, but well, my partners, but they were not here in class today. So yeah, and there we go. Yeah. All right. See you later, Miss Smith.